Two passengers board the same flight out of the same terminal on the same morning. One spent an hour in the security line, paid $45 to check a bag, grabbed an overpriced sandwich and a $6 bottle of water at the gate, sat in a middle seat she did not choose, got stranded for 4 hours when the connection fell apart, and had no idea she was owed a full cash refund. The other cleared security in under 5 minutes, checked nothing, ate before the checkpoint, sat in an exit row she did not pay for. When the same connection collapsed, she had already rebooked herself before the plane touched down. Same airport, same airline, completely different experience. The difference was not money, status, or luck. It was about 12 specific things she knew that the other passenger did not. This video is about those 12 airport hacks that most travelers missed. By the end of this, you'll move through airports the way the second passenger does. Let's go. The most expensive booking mistake is not the price you see, it is the timing. According to 4 years of aggregated Google Flights data, domestic flights hit their lowest prices about 39 days before departure. International routes 49 days out or more. Book too early and airlines are still pricing high. Book too late and you are fighting business travelers who do not care what it costs. When you fly matters just as much. Midweek departures, Monday through Wednesday, run about 13% cheaper than weekend travel, per Google's 2025 report. That can mean nearly $100 on a round trip. And flights with a layover save you about 22% compared to nonstop routes. If you have the time, that layover is a built-in discount. Use Google Flights. Toggle to the date grid. Pull up the price calendar and set an alert. Google will email you when your route drops. You do not need to refresh it obsessively. One myth worth killing now: the idea that you should book on a Tuesday at midnight. Google confirmed that Tuesday is only 1.3% cheaper than Sunday. It barely moves the needle. Focus on when you fly, not when you click. Here's a number that should make you angry. In 2024, airlines globally collected over $148 billion in ancillary revenue. That means fees, seat selection, bag charges, boarding upgrades, change fees, boarding pass printing, and the last major holdout just fell. In May 2025, Southwest abandoned its 50-year free checked bag policy. Every major U.S. carrier now charges for bags. A first checked bag runs $35 to $45 on Delta, United, and American. If you wait to pay at the airport counter instead of online, many airlines charge even more, sometimes double. Seat selection is the other big one. The average preferred seat costs around $33. Exit rows run $48. On some international routes, extra legroom seats can push over $100. And here's something almost nobody knows. Airlines are legally required to tell you before they offer you a paid seat that a seat is included in your fare and that you are not required to pay extra. If they do not say that, you do not have to pay. A few ways to cut through this. Prepay for bags at booking, not at the airport. Skip seat selection entirely and set an alarm for exactly 24 hours before your flight. Check in the moment the window opens. You get a free seat, usually not your dream assignment, but you land in the same place. The most powerful move is an airline co-branded credit card. The Delta SkyMiles Gold, United Explorer, and American Airlines cards all waive the first checked bag fee for you and up to 8 companions on the same reservation. 3 round trips with 1 checked bag and the annual fee pays for itself. Airline loyalty programs. All airline loyalty programs are free to join. 0 cost, no commitment. There's no reason not to be in one. The mistake most people make is flying for years without one and leaving miles on the table they will never get back. Here's how it actually works now. The fastest way to accumulate miles is not flying, it's credit card spending. Airline co-branded cards award miles on every purchase, and the welcome bonuses alone are often enough for a round-trip flight. When you hit a threshold, you redeem for flights, upgrades, or lounge access. Even low-tier status gives you perks that cost nothing extra to get. Free seat selection, priority boarding, and sometimes a free checked bag. On some programs, those 3 benefits alone are worth more than the flights themselves. For US-based travelers in 2026, NerdWallet rates Alaska's Atmos Rewards program the top domestic loyalty program. It still awards points based on distance flown, rather than dollars spent, which is increasingly rare. American Advantage ranks close behind for its strong partner airline network, which is useful for international redemptions. The practical advice: pick the program tied to the dominant airline at your home airport. Open their co-branded card and use it for everyday spending. Groceries, gas, subscriptions, you're spending that money anyway. Start at home. Weigh your bag before you leave. A luggage scale costs less than $10 and pays for itself the first time it saves you a $35 overweight charge. Most domestic carriers start penalizing at 51 pounds. Wear your heaviest items to the airport: dense jacket, boots, jeans. Board with them on, stow them in the overhead bin, and your checked bag stays light. Not stylish, effective. If you're carrying on, keep liquids in a single 1-quart clear bag at the very top. Laptop in an accessible sleeve. Both come out at the scanner. The faster you clear the belt, the faster you're moving. Bring an empty water bottle. Every airport has filtered refill stations past security. That saves you $4 to $6 every single time you fly. Airport security. Two programs separate travelers who breeze through from everyone else: TSA PreCheck and Clear. PreCheck means shoes stay on, laptop stays in the bag, liquids stay packed. Over 93% of PreCheck members wait 5 minutes or less. Enrollment is $76 for 5 years. Travel twice a year and it pays for itself. For international travelers, global entry is $120 for 5 years and includes PreCheck. You clear customs through a facial scan kiosk instead of a line that can stretch an hour at busy international terminals. Clear is different. It uses biometric scanning and physically escorts you to the front of the PreCheck line. Membership is $199 per year, but the Amex Platinum card fully reimburses that fee. Stack PreCheck and Clear together and security becomes a non-event. Quick 2026 update. If you travel domestically without a real ID or passport, you now face a $45 fee for identity verification through TSA's Confirm ID system. Check your license for the gold star in the upper right corner. No star means a DMV visit before your next flight. Once you clear security, the airport has a few more ways to take your money, and a few things it is hiding for free. Start with the free stuff. Power outlets are everywhere and almost nobody looks for them. Check under bench rows, behind pillars, and along quiet corridors near unused gates. Denver International and Seattle Tacoma have USB-C ports built into gate seating armrests. Most passengers sit right next to them without noticing. Now here's a warning that the TSA issued in 2025 and that actually matters. Do not plug your phone directly into a public USB port at the airport. This is called juice jacking. Hackers can modify public USB ports to install malware or steal data while your device charges. In 2025, researchers from Graz University of Technology revealed a technique called choice jacking that can bypass the trust prompt on your phone in under 133 milliseconds without you touching the screen. The fix is simple. Carry your own charging brick and plug into a standard wall outlet. If you only have a USB connection available, use your personal cable and brick, not the port's built-in cable. On public Wi-Fi, the TSA also recommends avoiding free airport Wi-Fi for anything sensitive, including purchases or banking. Your cellular data is more secure. Use that instead when it matters. On food, the airport is not subtle. Coffee costs 10 to 15% more than it does outside. A basic sandwich runs $12. You can bring solid food from outside through security with no restriction. Grab a meal before you go through. The food courts in the unsecured zone before the checkpoint are often half the price of anything at the gate. One word on duty-free. Those brightly lit stores after passport control are not automatically a deal. The duty-free label means certain local taxes are waived, but airport rents, logistics, and markup mean many items end up at the same price or higher than regular retail. The real savings are on heavily taxed goods: alcohol, tobacco, and some fragrances at European airports. A bottle of local whiskey in Scotland or port in Portugal at the departure terminal often does cost less. Electronics, perfume available everywhere, and chocolate, price check before you buy. The U.S. Customs exemption is $800 per person, so if you're traveling as a couple, you can pool $1,600 of duty-free purchases. Airport lounges. Airport lounges are not gated off for first-class passengers only. There are real ways in. The simplest path is through your credit card. The Chase Sapphire Reserve includes a Priority Pass Select membership covering unlimited entry to over 1,600 lounges worldwide. The Capital One Venture X includes a $300 annual travel credit and access to Capital One lounges plus Priority Pass, netting out close to free for regular travelers. The Amex Platinum reaches Centurion lounges, which are in a clearly different tier, 16 US locations and 12 international as of mid-2025, with full hot food service, cocktail bars, and showers. No premium card? Day passes run $50 to $60 at most lounges. On a 6-hour delay, that's a trade for unlimited food, drinks, and a quiet workspace versus spending the same amount in the terminal. It often breaks even. Before you assume you have no excess, check the Lounge Buddy app. Load your credit cards and memberships and it will show every lounge you can already enter at your current airport. A surprising number of travelers have access they've never used. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We cover this kind of deep travel strategy regularly, man. There's a lot more to come. Airline app. Your airline's app is the bare minimum. Use more. Flighty and FlightAware both pull live data from sources your airline doesn't share with passengers. They'll flag a delay or gate change before the departure board updates. When you're on a connecting flight, that gap matters enormously. Every major US airline now allows self-service rebooking inside their app during irregular operations. When a cancellation gets announced, there will be a line of 200 people at the gate counter. You don't need to be in it. Open the app, find the next available flight, and book yourself onto it from your seat while the announcement is still echoing. Sign up for SMS flight alerts when you book. Gate changes, delays, and cancellations come to your phone often before the boards even update. Flight cancellation. This is worth knowing before you ever need it. Under DOT rules finalized in 2024, if your flight is canceled for any reason and you choose not to travel, you're entitled to a full cash refund. Not a voucher, not miles, cash, to the original form of payment, issued automatically. The same applies to significant delays, 3 hours or more domestically, 6 hours or more internationally. If your checked bag arrives more than 12 hours late on a domestic flight, you're entitled to a refund of the bag fee. When things collapse, work every channel at once. Call the airline's main phone line while walking to the counter. Message the airline on social media. Their support accounts frequently respond faster than gate agents. And if an airline offers you a travel credit before mentioning your refund option, they're breaking the rules. Under current DOT regulations, they must disclose your cash refund right before offering alternatives. You can always say no to the voucher. The refund is yours. Check flightrights.gov for a live dashboard of what every major US carrier has committed to providing during controllable delays, including meals, hotels, and rebooking. Seat selection. Spend 2 minutes on this every flight. 2 tools now fill the gap left by SeatGuru, which shut down in October 2025. Seatmaps.com is the closest replacement. Search by flight number, get a color-coded map of good and problem seats, and see seat pitch and recline details. Aroa Lopa goes deeper. It shows the exact position of every window relative to every seat, precise lavatory and galley locations, and seat angles drawn to scale. Neither is perfect alone, but together they tell you everything you need to know before you commit. An exit row on one plane is generous legroom. On another, it's a non-reclining middle seat next to a high-traffic aisle. The front half of the cabin is quieter. Engine noise moves backward. Seats over the wing experience the least turbulence. Both matter on a long flight. If you want to skip paying for seat selection, set a reminder for exactly 24 hours before departure and check in the moment the window opens. Held seats frequently release at that point. Delta and American both show real-time seat map changes in their app, so you can watch for something better right up until boarding. That's everything. Book 39 days out for domestic, fly midweek, and take the layover if the savings are significant. Join a loyalty program today because signing up costs nothing and every flight you take without one is miles you'll never get back. Know the fees before they hit. Prepay bags online, skip the paid seat selection, and use a co-branded airline card if you check bags regularly. Get pre-check, verify your real ID, and carry your own power brick so you're never at the mercy of a public USB port. Use Lounge Buddy to find access you already have. Use Flighty to know what's happening before the airline tells you. Use the app to rebook yourself instead of standing in line. And if your flight gets canceled, ask for the cash refund. You're entitled to it. The airport is not a trap once you know the layout. Before you go, if this video helped, subscribe. We have videos like this coming up every week. See you in the next one.